Hologram programs activated. Hologram program deactivated. Accessing files, authorizing, downloading, voice recognition authorized.
I just want to say in front that this is not by far any kind of scientific review. I will just give you my personal opinion about this lens and what I consider to be a great value for this price range. When we talk about APS-C lenses, things get kind of tricky outside of full frame world. What you consider a wide angle lens in a full frame world, maybe in APS-C world, it's not. For me, everything below 16 and 16 millimeters of focal length is considered a wide angle lens for APS-C world. It's just because if you consider the crop factor in APS-C world, every focal length needs to be multiplied by a crop factor of 1.5, in this case for Sony, 1.6 for Canon, I think, 2.0 actually for Micro Four Thirds cameras. In this review, I will not consider a full frame wide angle lenses since they tend to be much more expensive than the APS-C cameras, and the main reason why you should buy any APS-C camera is the price range. So if you are buying an APS-C camera, you are considering the lenses for that world, which are not so expensive. When you are buying the lenses, you are aiming for some kind of specification and features. So wide aperture would be nice, a build quality would be nice, weather resistant would be nice. Maybe if you have more budget, you can aim for the zoom lenses, but I will stick with the prime since I get much more for my money. I will be testing this lens in 3 different categories, so low light test, autofocus test and vlogging test. And then I will give you my final opinion about this lens. So let's begin. Okay, so the vlogging test. Since you already know, this lens doesn't have image stabilization, which is advantage for the Sony 10-18. But if you put this camera and the lens on the tripod, you get a pretty smooth footage. Even better if you have a gimbal to stabilize it. I usually use a gimbal, but for this kind of test, I'm not gonna use it because I wanna give you a real image or picture how the vlogger would do it. Since I'm not the vlogger, I'm not the best in it. But this is the result you can expect from this camera, I mean Sony camera, which is an APS-C without IBIS, and with this lens, which is my choice for the wide angle lens. As you can see, the vlogging with this lens, it's not the best option because you have all these micro jitters, and I would definitely suggest the gimbal to vlog. But if you are in a hurry and you have to vlog, it's possible, as you can see.
Accessing. This is not a drill. Target locked.
As you can see, autofocus works just fine, I would say perfectly, even though it's not the native lens. But be aware, in S-Log2 sometimes it gets kind of hunting down for the focus, and that's pretty much it. But if you have enough light, that shouldn't be a problem.
Synchronizing. complete. 100% orbital phase initiated. Hibernation activated.